She stood alone in the snow. No fire. No food. No one coming back for her. The cold was not the worst part. It was the silence. Then, through the white emptiness, she heard it. The slow, heavy sound of hooves. A stranger was coming. And nothing in her life would ever be the same again. Backhand index pointing right before the story begins. If you enjoy emotional, cinematic stories like this one, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps these stories alive. The cabin stood crooked and tired, buried deep in the frozen wilderness. Snow clung to its roof like a heavy curse, and the door creaked with every gust of wind. Inside, the air was cold enough to sting the lungs. Her name was Eliza. Just 3 days ago, she had not been alone. Her husband had promised he would return before nightfall. He had kissed her forehead, wrapped his coat tighter around her shoulders, and said, "I'll be back before the fire goes out." The fire went out. He never came back. Eliza rationed the last pieces of bread, melting snow for water, wrapping herself in blankets that no longer kept the cold away. Every hour felt longer than the last. Every sound outside made her heart jump until disappointment crushed it again. By the 4th morning, hope had thinned like the pale winter sun. She stepped outside the cabin, her boots sinking into the snow. The world stretched endlessly white, empty, unforgiving. No road. No tracks. No sign of life. She whispered into the wind, "Please, someone." The wind answered with silence. Miles away, a man rode slowly through the frozen plains. His name was Caleb. A cowboy hardened by years of loss, he traveled alone, not by choice, but by fate. The war had taken his brothers. The land had taken his father. And life had taken his reasons to stay anywhere too long. But that morning, something felt wrong. His horse suddenly stopped. Caleb followed the animal's gaze and saw it. A cabin, half buried in snow. Most men would have passed it by. Caleb did not. As he approached, he noticed footprints faint, almost erased by snowfall. Someone was alive. He dismounted slowly, hand near his coat, cautious but curious. Then he saw her. A woman standing outside the cabin, thin, pale, shaking, but standing. Alive. Their eyes met. For a moment, neither spoke. Then Eliza's legs gave out. Caleb caught her before she hit the snow. When Eliza opened her eyes again, there was warmth. Real warmth. Fire crackled in the hearth. A blanket rested over her shoulders. The smell of food, simple but rich, filled the cabin. She panicked and tried to sit up. "You're safe," a man's voice said gently. "Easy now." She looked at him. Tall. Bearded. Weather-worn. Kind eyes hiding old pain. "I'm Caleb," he said. "I found your cabin." Tears streamed down her face before she could stop them. "I thought I was going to die," she whispered. Caleb said nothing. He simply handed her a cup of warm water and waited. Over the next hours, Eliza told him everything about her husband, the promise, the waiting, and the silence that followed. "Back. Why did you stop here?" Caleb stared into the fire. "Because I know what it's like to be left behind," he said. He told her about the war. About coming home to nothing. About wandering because staying hurt more than leaving. "I wasn't looking to save anyone," he said quietly. "But maybe I was looking to be saved." Their eyes met again. This time, neither looked away. On the 7th morning, hoofprints appeared in the snow. A man stood outside the cabin. Eliza's husband. Alive. He looked thinner. Broken. Guilty. "I got lost," he said. "I tried to come back." Eliza felt the old pain rush back, but something had changed. She looked at Caleb. Then back at the man who had left her to die. "You came too late," she said softly. Her husband begged. Explained. Promised. But promises meant nothing now. Eliza chose life. Caleb said nothing as they watched the man walk away, swallowed by the snow. Spring came slowly. The snow melted. Grass pushed through the white. The world breathed again. Caleb prepared to leave. Eliza stood in the doorway, heart pounding. "You don't have to go," she said. Caleb smiled sadly. "I don't know how to stay." She stepped closer. "Then learn." Silence stretched. Then Caleb removed his hat. "I was never meant to pass this place," he said. "I was meant to stop." They rebuilt the cabin together. Laughter replaced silence. Warmth replaced fear. And in the place where Eliza was once abandoned, she found a life she never imagined. Not because a cowboy saved her, but because he stayed. Final call to action. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves emotional stories. More powerful stories are coming. And the next one might change you too.